What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Talk about the Gintama Awesome Sauce. Now, I need to let y'all know that I got spoiled on Twitter when it comes to a particular panel. If you read alongside me for the first time, because I know some people told me that they do that for when it comes to these chapters, I want you to skip ahead around 5 seconds, right after I say 5, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got spoiled on this panel called Utsuro's Heart, and I don't know where that takes place in these two chapters, but I know now what that thing that he's carrying is, and you know, when I saw it, it just, I wasn't really even mad. I was just disappointed in the fact that people on Twitter have no consideration for others who haven't read the chapter yet. Dead serious, dead serious. It's just, you know, there's a lot of anime onlys out there, man, and can you imagine like an anime only seeing that? But regardless, it is what it is, man. You know, you can't like it sucks getting spoiled, but you know what? We're in like some more, man, and we're gonna read what goes down here. I really hope that that was not from today's chapter, because today's chapter, man, according to what Jay and Uchiha Shadow were telling me, that it's gonna be madness. It's gonna be crazy. So if that was the thing, and I got spoiled on the madness, I'm gonna be even more mad. I'm gonna be even more mad, bro, because like it just knowing that now, it takes away all of the, you know, build up and theories that I had in my mind of what that thing could possibly be. But regardless, you know, to shout out to those people who decided, you know, to not have consideration for others on Twitter. And with that being said, we're gonna read some greatness. So let's go, man. The Yatagarasu symbol. And here we see, man, Naraku. See, Hiji, bro. That organization is supposed to have been completely wiped out 2 years ago. So why? Then we see an outlook over what appears to be like the entire island. Group 3, lead the citizens to safety. Groups 1 and 2, get to the scene as fast as you can. Hurry, Vice Chief. Yamazaki, what's the situation? So the damage to the city is pretty bad, but it looks like the populace quickly noticed something strange was going on and took cover. Are you trying to be the bigger cause of damage? The only ones down are what appear to be Naraku that disguise themselves as regular citizens. From what I heard from some eyewitnesses, they think that it's the work of 2 Ronin that are still engaged in battle. 2 Ronin? Yeah, no doubt about it. The goats. Flipping get it, Takatsuki, bro. Going ham, son. It's them. And they're back to back, man. Going into like swimwear. Hey, looks like both of us have lost our edge. Normally the one who has your back on the battlefield is the comrade you place the most trust in. I can't believe after traveling all over the place for so long, now the only one standing here is this dangerous guy I trust less than anybody else in the world. Don't lie again, bro. Don't lie, man. If there's anybody that you got to get your back, it's Takatsuki, man. Going all the way back to the first couple of panels of chapter 515 in the Shogun assassination arc, that legendary flashback where they spoke of both of them being 2 good for nothings. All the way going back to then, man. You've always, you know, even though you've always been at each other's necks, man, there's no one that, aside from like their respective things like the Keitai and the Yodozuya, that they trust more in this world, man, than each other, yo. And that's just a factual statement. It's not just Donbei. All food has Yoshioka Riho in it. Rest easy, Gintoki. I'm always ready to look over my shoulder. Here we go. That's the kind of enemy we're up against, or a bastard that's been acting up on his own up until now. Wouldn't be getting somebody else roped into things. I wouldn't mind if you took advantage of the situation I'm in to kill me. It's because of our enemies that push through doing whatever they want that both you and I are standing here, isn't it? But it looks like it's about time. I scattered the corpses of the Naraku all over the city to keep everyone away from the area so they don't interfere. But it looks like some annoying dogs have have come sniffing around. It's them. Little Hiji's like, bro, the legends are here, yo. Look out at the sea. There's a ship ready to go there. If you can make it there, you'll shake off both the enemy and the dogs. If you're going to come with us, then get moving. Though by different means, it seems both you and I are attempting to do the same thing. So you better make use of everything at your disposal. Or as you can see, you'll be able to keep protecting this, man. Flagnards, dog. So, whatever, man. Whatever, son. Maybe it was something that was meant to happen. Of course, that's if you can swim that far. Takatsuki, you bastard! And they all go after. They all go straight after Gin. You see the ship over here. Sheesh, I know this always happens, but Okita-san really can be a handful. Half the weapons we went through so much to get have been completely wrecked. Well, even if we don't have any weapons at all, as long as we have Okita-san and that girl, we should be fine. Yeah, man. They're both better than any weapon that you could possibly purchase in the galaxy, yo. Better than any weapon. Yeah, but is that girl even gonna work with us at all? Kagura, man, looking out into the sun, bro. Shinpachi. Would it be better if I called you Kana-chan? I don't mind calling you either one. Just having you back here on Earth. Oh, well, if it's Kana-chan, then you're really not coming back, are you? You are the same as always, Zaru Shinpachi. Always worrying about stealing things. You honestly have always been such a... I was an idiot. You don't need to call me Kana or anything like that anymore. Granny... Flippin' freaking Sriracha, man. Granny Kagura is fine. She turns around and just has this old Obasan face, bro. So you're not Kagura-chan or Kana-chan? Kagura-chan, what the hell's going on with you doing stuff like this? Turning into little kids, old ladies? I used a bit too much strength. Michiko-san, I'm going to need to lay down for a spell. Who the heck is Michiko-san? What the hell happened to you over these past 2 years, Granny Kagura? Well, let's see. There's quite a bit I must go through. Oh, where to begin? I believe it was 30 years ago when it all started. We haven't been alive for that long, Granny Kagura. Back then, I was the perkiest girl you ever laid eyes on. I was so popular on Earth, in fact, that I'd gotten fed up and fled the planet. Please don't start making up memories, Granny Kagura. It was around that time I believed that my beloved dog, Rogers, turned into a pebble, so I went off on a journey in order to change him back. Please don't forget your beloved dog's name, at least, Granny Kagura. But after moving around to a whole bunch of planets, my body started to yell out in protest. Every time I changed planets, I had to adapt my body to harsh environments that would suddenly change all the time. And then one day, it appeared in front of me. Z. What appeared? Who's that? What are they saying? Z. You can't talk either anymore, Kagura-chan? Wait, is this some other language? Oh, it's supposed to be snoring. Actual Z's. Hey, you old bat. The hell's that coming out of your nose? Moment if I pop it? If I pop it, will we get on with this story or will it end? And so my body ended up like this. Having to adapt to all the many kinds of environments during my harsh journey, I learned how to freely transform my body. All the important parts were just Z's? Well, you sure can adapt to this one. Well, it was a technique an enemy I had fought previously could use, but never did I think that man would be the one to teach it to me. That man. And yet all my efforts went to waste. I abandoned the Earth for 2 years to wander the universe, and in the end, I could not change anything, man. And we see Sadaharu, bro. What a panel. We see Kagura's hands, or actually Granny Kagura. Granny Kagura's hand, and right there is Sadaharu still, bro. So I did not know how to face you. Sadaharu, bro. After talking so big back when I left Earth, splitting up the Yorozuya, and then not being able to do anything, just ended up breaking a whole bunch of stuff. I did not know what face I could make for the people back on Earth. If I said I was coming back to them. If you know, please tell me. Now she has half a face. Oh, well, definitely not that one for sure. She has half of the Granny Kagura, half regular Kagura. That bit of rest got me most of the way back to normal. My face kind of looks like Baron Ashura now. Baron Ashura, bro! From Messenger! Baron Ashura from Messenger Z! The one that had the half and half face that was in charge of like the of the organization where all the robots came in to attack Messenger, man. That's memories right there, bro. That is straight up memories. And it was Baron Ashura and Dr. Hell. And Dr. Hell, man, those are the two main villains of Messenger Z. I remember that. I remember that, man. Yo, Sriracha with the Messenger Z reference. That is because I'm 16, the awkward age where you're half child and half adult. There's no 16-year-old in the universe that looks like that. No, what kind of body are you constructing? Geez, well, even after listening to all that, I can't really understand. But I fully get why you lied. Kagura-chan, you have nothing to be anxious about. We know you left because you had to save Sadaharu. You carried our feelings with you when you went to save Sadaharu, right? It's thanks to that we were able to stay in Edo and put all our effort into this reconstruction. The Yodozuya didn't disband because of you. Probably. Even if you hadn't gone. That person, look at Gin, bro, back in the thing, that person still would have disappeared? Then Boss may really have known that that guy is still alive. Sir, are you okay? Sorry for making you all wait so long. No, for the hero Takatsuki Shinsuke's help, that's nothing. Shove off at full speed, no wait. Of course he's not coming. This may be my farewell to this world, Takashi Tamako, I'm sorry. Look again. Yo, look at this panel. Give it back. How did you get all the way here? Ain't it obvious? If I can't swim, then of course I'd have to walk. This man put the body so he can jump from thing to thing, yo, to get there eventually, son. Looks like this one is walking a path more laden in carnage than I am. Actually, if you're going to walk around with something as dangerous as this, and he actually gives it back to him, I suppose that much resolve is a requirement. I'll ask once again, where did you get that thing? I was looking for something else originally. I wandered the country non-stop for 2 years without finding it. That's because it was something I wasn't sure even existed in the first place. Even though I had no basis for thinking it, I believed it was out there somewhere. So when I had to get my hands on it before anybody else did. This was an extra thing I found in the process of looking for that. The old sweet shop, Enimichi's famous product. Huh? The old sweet shop, and she's famous product, sweet bean jam wrapped mochi. I thought it was something else. No, this is just classic Gintama trolling. This is just classic Gintama trolling, bro. The chart just happened to be pretty empty, so I was able to get the not that, and he just hits it right in the face. Yeah, of course. That's I saw the panel with my own 2 eyes, guys. I saw it colored. That's my problem. All right, I saw it colored, not even in black and white. I saw it flipping colored, man. What are you doing, you bastard? You know you're supposed to take your time eating those things. Oh, they're even tasty when I eat them with my eyes. You bastard, what the hell did you get me to pickpocket off of you? You mean you guys didn't want to eat these? Then how about these Kyoto famous? Not that either. How can you know that when you haven't even seen them yet, you moron? Did you seriously think I'm gonna just trail just because some place's famous product? Hey, if I'd said famous, I said Yoshioka Riho wrapped in Yasuhashi, what would you have done? Would you eat her? Eat her along with the Yatsuhashi? Yeah, I hope you get diarrhea and die. You got your hands on it a long time ago, didn't you? The real thing you'd been searching for, you knew it had to be somewhere. And knew it was still alive. There it is. So it was for a part of this chapter, thank God, bro. This was what I got spoiled on, man. Utsuro, Yoshida Shoyo's heart. He holds the fate of everything in his hand. This is what I got spoiled on, man. Yes! I have all of 679 to know that I can read unspoiled. Thank the heavens. Yoshida Shoyo's heart, man. So, if that's the case, then for certain we know why they all continue to chase after them. Why they continue to chase after whoever has this thing in their possession, you know, because they're naturally going to be trying to get back to their master. It's going to 679, man. It's going to 670 flipping 9. Yo, so if that wasn't the crazy thing, then what is? Because yo, people were telling me to stay off all social media, man, and it sucks, man. Because you know, like whenever you first turn on Twitter, and like you see like an immediate thing in your feed before you can go onto the thing. That's what happened to me, man. I checked that on my computer, and because I wanted to make sure that my video went up to upload, and I saw it, man. I was so mad, bro. I was blown, bro. I was like, flag, it was right there. There's no way I couldn't have seen it. It was colored. I was like, Jesus, man. Kentucky walks a steep path, but what is his goal? A flashback. You're going to investigate all of the dragon holes? What in the world for? Yo, the twins! Do you know how difficult such a task would be? The dragon veins and torrential streams of the planet's energy split off inside the earth like branching rivers and run all over the world. Dragon holes are spiritual locations where these dragon veins spout out from the surface. Not only do they come in all different sizes, but there's a countless number of them all over the planet. Even us, the shrine maidens of the Koryu, cannot grasp them all. If you were to investigate every one without exception, even if you spent your whole life, you wouldn't have enough time to accomplish such an enormous task. If you're still choosing to do it despite all that, just what reason do you have? Yeah, I've already made up my mind. And Gin legit walked around, man, like a vagabond, or as a vagabond, searching for all these holes. No matter how many years it takes, no matter how many decades it takes, I'm hell-bent on finding that person. He's still out there, bro. He has his heart. It still beats. He's out there, coach. Utsuro. No dragon holes ventured, no masters gained. Look at Sugi, bro. Sugi looks serious, man. So after spending 2 years walking from dragon hole to dragon hole, what you ended up finding was that, was it? Alive? What do you mean by that, Okita-san? By that guy, you don't mean... Look at him. There's... Utsuro. That's Utsuro. Yes. Utsuro. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I was telling y'all going all the way back to whenever he got taken out. That's just... It didn't seem like a way for him to get taken out to me, man. It really, really didn't. Yoshida Shoyo. The GOAT. No. Actually, right now, it's neither one. He might take an entirely different form. That's a shoot. That is a factual statement. But that guy is probably still alive. Utsuro's Yoshida Shoyo's heart. How long has it been since you confirmed that he still wasn't dead? I knew that from the beginning. Back then, he threw himself into the vortex of the Dragon Bane. His body was devoured by the Altanana and appeared to vanish. But he's a being that was originally born from Altana. So that wasn't much different from throwing a drop of water back into the ocean. In other words, it didn't seem too far-fetched for him to be reborn again somewhere in that ocean. But the biggest factor was what I heard back then. Humans, it will not end here. You made a choice. Endless war. Life colored with suffering and sadness. Man, that chapter was godly, bro. There is no longer anyone that can end that. There is no longer anyone that can save your master. He tried to end the world himself. We succeeded in preventing that. But that was the same as restoring the endless cursed cycle of rebirth of Utsuro, of Yoshida Shoyo. I'm looking forward to it, to you someday, coming to rid the world of the monster that is me. We were able to save the whole world, but we couldn't manage to save one master. So I became alone again. Look at Gin's eyes, bro. Not as a Yorozuya, and not to save the world, but as a single disciple, as Shoka Sonjuku Sakata Kintoki. Because I had found something I had to do. There we go. We've enshrined that dragon hole for generations. Ryujin-sama dwells inside it and protects this land. As a result, we have witnessed many strange phenomena since long ago. We have recognized these events as the divine grace of Ryujin-sama. Though, there was one event that bears mentioning. When we first caught sight of it, we thought it was the carcass of an animal that had drifted there. But we soon realized we were wrong. It did not resemble any animal. It was a mass of meat that did not even look like a living thing. But it was alive. I see the veins, man. That's the heart. That's the heart. Before long, within a few days, it had changed form and begun to take shape. Well, even we aren't quite sure how to say this. Honestly, it's quite difficult to believe. No way! Is this a human? Look at Gen's face. Look at Gen's face. The process of rebirth starts over again. No! Back into a child. A baby. Is this a human? Gramps, this is... Yes, I know. I believe this is beyond what we were capable of handling. So if this is what you are looking for... No. Again, don't do it to the child, bro. No. No. Can you imagine having Utsuro now as a child, reborn as a child, and now you're tasked with killing him? He can't do it. Of course he can't, bro. We know how Gin is at heart, man. I wouldn't be able to do it. Flipping Flagnards, bro. Gin, man, yo. Gin has to be one of the most punished characters I've ever seen in anything, yo. Can you imagine that, man? I mean, he already killed him before. And now he was about to do it again. But as a baby. And with a knife, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it, bro. And there he is holding this very child. Whether he was going to become Utsuro, Shoyo, whatever else. I could not put an end to him. Look at him. Look at him, bro. I don't know why this is so goat. I'm not sure if you could tell how I felt or not. That thing grew in the blink of an eye. But not only did he not talk, he never expressed any sort of will. He just stayed quiet and followed me no matter where I went. Yo, man. Gin catches him. Jeez. You can't even ask somebody to lend you a hand. Actually, maybe I'm the one acting weird here. I feel like I'm raising a final boss. Yo. You've got to use your sword to become stronger than me. Shoyo, is this how it felt for you? It's like, it's Gintama, bro. Shoyo took Gintoki and went through all of this. Exactly, just like Gintoki's going through, man. You know, going through all that stuff. Training him. You know, leading him to eventually become the man who could take him out. You know. And now Gintoki's doing the same thing back to Shoyo in this rebirth process, you know, going from a baby and back into a child. Flipping Sirachi, bro. Flipping and it shows the panel. It shows Gin and Shoyo, and then it shows Shoyo again, bro. This is GOAT, man. He speaks? No, I don't think so. Compared to when you were little, I think I'm a much more well-behaved, more charming child. This far less of a handful. Yo, his memories! You were a more mischievous, difficult child than most. But after that, people were constantly relying on you, and you went under more hardship than most, I'd say. And if you'll agree to it, I'd like to ask one last favor. Will you lend me a hand, Gintoki? It's him, bro. It's flipping Shoyo, bro. Coach, what? Oh no, man. Man, dude. Listen, man, Gintoki and Shoyo have my favorite, like, student and master relationship. I think that's safe to say in manga, right? And the thing that makes the relationship so special to me, going back to Shogun Assassination, is whenever Shoyo was having that conversation with Takatsuki, and he's telling him how, you know, I'm not sure if he's the one that picked me up, or I'm not sure if I picked him up, or if it's the other way around and he's the one that picked me up. And, you know, Utsuro going on Shoyo going on all those journeys with Gintoki. And, you know, truly realizing the importance and, you know, what love for somebody, for another human being, or for another living being is truly like, man. Going around all those journeys with Gintoki, bro, especially after picking him up, man, from all those bodies that were scattered all around him. He picked him up, man, and took him, all the way back to Shoka Sonjuku, man, and created this school. And Shoyo says, will you lend me a hand, Gintoki? So this is what Gintoki was doing these 2 years. Gintoki went out, searched for Utsuro or Shoyo, found that heart, and then he found the baby. Then he found the baby. And then he bro, that one page to me, it decimates me, bro. That one page decimates me, man. The fact that he had the knife up to him and he was like, yo, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I'm like, again, I understand, bro. I know you can't, bro. I know you too well, dog. Oh, my goodness, bro. If I thought Gintoki was my favorite character then, like, before this chapter, now even more so, bro. Seriously, man. He couldn't do it. And then he proceeded to raise this very child that he knows. You know, he's like, just like he said, he's raising him to become the final boss. He's raising this child to become the final boss. And here, the parallels. Them going on the journey, wearing the same exact clothes. Gin is now Shoyo's in the role of being the kid and Gintoki is the master, yo. Training and going around. And then it looks like it goes right back. No, the panel-to-panel comparison with Gin and Shoyo, and then Shoyo and Gin. And then Shoyo speaks. His memories have returned. And we're like, dog. What's gonna happen? Like, seriously, what is going on in Gintama, bro? Because, okay, so obviously the child has like a very, very fast aging process. Because, hold on, I'm sorry for these lighting issues. But obviously, like the child has like a very, very fast aging process, right? Because he already appears to be like almost like Gin's age whenever Shoyo already got him, even though it's only been 2 years, and he found that baby around that time as well. So right now, with more time that's passed, so then what separated these two? What separated Shoyo and Gin? He says, well, he lent me a hand. So next chapter, we're going to find out what separated them, and he's still on the search for him. Because he found him, he was training him. That's the thing that shocks me. Like, he was apparently searching for Shoyo, but he found him and he started training him. But there's no way he couldn't, bro. This is the person he loves the most in this world, dog. Flipping Gintoki, bro. So here we have Shoyo, man. Baby Shoyo, bro. But then what's gonna happen? Oh, man. Will it truly be Shoyo, bro? Next time we see him? And possibly Takatsuki, Gin, and Zura, bro, right there? Oh, man, dude. Takatsuki and Shoyo, bro. That thing's gonna... It's gonna end me, man. Sweet mother of Flagnards, bro. Like, out of all the chapters, you know what, guys? While I talk to y'all, let me put on the Shoyo soundtrack, man. Give me a sec, yo. Let me get my flipping, let me get my headphones, man. I gotta listen to the Shoyo soundtrack, bro, while I talk to y'all, man. Because this is insane. This is flipping insane, son. This is just... It's madness, dog. Like, out of all the things that I expected, it was not a training session with the GOAT. You know, and he's raising him now and everything. Well, dang, my lighting got much better. I don't know what happened. Shoyo OST. Right here, man. I love this OST, bro. This one right here. So it's one of my favorite OSTs in all of anime manga, honestly, but man, dude. Wow, man. I don't even know, bro. Like, I have so many different emotions right now. Because, you know, going back to what Shoyo said, let's go through the chapter again, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care. This video's gonna be long. I don't give a flying flagners. I need to talk about this. Gintoki walks deep breath, but what is his goal? He legit went around the entire planet looking for this man, bro. And then we go right here. It shows a flashback to what Utsuro said before he threw himself. And when this amazing, and I was telling y'all, bro, that there was something spooky about what he said right here, man. Goes around. We would say one master. He goes, Gintoki became alone, yo. But as a single disciple, Ashoka Sonjuku Sakata Gintoki. And he finds the baby, bro. This has to be one of the most shocking panels in Gintama, bro, because I did not expect him to revert back into a baby, man. The complete rebirth process, dog. And then this page right here, bro. This has to be one of the most powerful pages, man. He has the baby, man. He has the final boss right in front of him, but he can't do it, bro. He can't. How could he, bro? With all the memories and everything that they shared together, man. He already did it once. Sorachi, bro. Wow. This panel right here is beautiful, man. When he when he puts the blade down, picks up the child and just holds him and looks up, man. Jeez. Whether he was going to become Utsuro Shoyo or whatever else, I could not put an end to him. He couldn't. How could he, bro? That thing grew in the blink of an eye. He just took him around everywhere, bro. Just like Shoyo took him. Let me put on the other, this one, the Disciple of Shoyo soundtrack. Man, Gintoki, bro. This man has gone through so much, bro. Can't even ask somebody to lend you a hand. Oh, I didn't even realize that when he said you can't even ask somebody to lend you a hand, and that's what Shoyo tells him right there at the end of the chapter. See, maybe I'm the one acting weird here. I feel like I'm raising a final boss. You've got to use your sword to become stronger than me. Shoyo, is this how it felt for you? Look at this panel right here. Flipping flagnards, bro. The smile, bro. Will you lend me a hand, Gintoki? This chapter was an awesome sauce, man. No question. No question, bro. From the twists to the parallels with Gin and Shoyo, bro, to actually being a legit parallel with the same two characters. I need the next chapter, man. I need to know what this, you know, when Ray says, "Will lend me a hand, Gintoki," how did they split apart after that? Like, what happened? Oh my god. Flipping Gintoki, bro. I'll see y'all next time, man. Gintama. This chapter is going down in the Gintama history books, man. Young baby Shoyo, bro. Oh, and even Galdir OST just started playing. Now, ever since Shogun Assassination, I always have this OST side by side with chapter 520. Jeez, man. Shoyo, bro. Gintoki's tasked. The very same thing Shoyo was tasked back in the day, yo. Man. And to think that We all thought this manga was gonna end like 12 chapters ago, man. And right here, we're getting all of this amazing greatness, man. This chapter made up for me getting spoiled, yo. I'm gonna be honest here. This chapter made up for everything that I got spoiled on. This was GOAT, man. This is something that I never knew that I wanted, but now that I have it, man, it's precious. It's precious, man. I'll see y'all next time. Gintama. I'm gonna go reread this chapter with these OSTs, man. I have to, bro.